Hey guys, Luigi Mario 1991 here, and I'm back for more Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. In the last part, we went over the first planet, Veldin, and it's here that we are on the second planet called Novalis. This planet is pretty sweet, it's cool. And here we're introduced to...
Hi there, Fuzzball.
There we go.
Oh, that's a nice one.
The shop system. Here you can buy ammo and weapons, but I do not like the way the shop functions in here because there's no just fill all your ammo button. No, you have to literally go to every single ammo thing, dial up how many you want. Ugh. Which is incredibly misleading if you're so used to playing other Ratchet and Clank games. But I'm sure we'll be buying the flamethrower after this part of the level, maybe? But wait, no, we have to spend bolts, I forgot. Because we're gonna have to pay to get to the next planet. One of them, at least. The cool thing about this game is that you have to go to every planet, but ultimately there are different... Whoops. My bad. There are different ways to get to different planets. Because there are sometimes levels like this one. You have multiple planets you can go to. In this case, we have 2 we can go to. That's about the maximum you can get to with one place. 2 planets. You choose which path you want to go, but ultimately you're going to need to go to both planets. Making the gameplay more fun, you can also choose which one you want to go to first, but you would want to I would recommend going to them in the order they are listed on your ship, because you will probably need to go to them in that order to get an item to access later parts of said next level, which is what we're going to have to do, because the way we're going to get to this planet that we're going after, we're gonna need to go here, but we're gonna have to go to the other planet first to get a tool that we need to access certain parts of that level. So although we are getting this one first, this is the one we're gonna have to go to second. I don't know what the point of that is, but for those of you who do not know, Insomniac Games is the company who developed the Ratchet and Clank franchise. The leading developers of the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy, which of course is probably why I love this so much. Just, you know, I gotta wonder. I love Naughty Dog's work on the Crash franchise, so how come I don't like Jak and Daxter other than 1? Probably because of guns, cussing, and crap. Whereas, seeing as it was developed by the leading team Naughty Dog, Jak and Daxter 1 kind of reminded me of Crash. The collectathon, Jak could spin. It was just very reminiscent of the Crash Bandicoot franchise. That's probably why I only like the first one. So here we go.
And blast it.
Get the plumber. He's going to be one of the more favorite characters in the Ratchet and Clank franchise, as he will appear in a couple other games. He's at least he's appeared in the original trilogy. I know he's in A Crack in Time. That's about all I know, but he's still a fan favorite of people.
Folks off this goddamn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows
No.
2 weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
500 bolts? Are you mad? Alright, I'm gonna buy it, don't worry.
Press and hold the L1.
Okay. Basically what that's talking about is if you hold down L1, you can go into your first person mode. And here you don't even have to hold R1, you can just throw your wrench randomly, use your weapons and crap, but that's about it. And I can buy it from here. I'm gonna do that, that's an epic glitch.
Geronimo!
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Yes, he did, Ratchet. here's another one of those kind of cool characters. On the left is Skid McMarks. He makes a later appearance in, he's made a huge role in Ratchet and Clank 3. His manager, on the other hand, this is like the only game that he's really appeared in. He's just like disappeared.
We're not gonna live that long.
Kid, let's scream.
Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks
But
like he's in trouble.
He is
I'll say,
cool.
I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates
Alright,
for new planets.
so now that we
Now that
have
you the
coordinates
infobot
to
for
that planet, we
you'll
could
need
go
to find a
there.
ship to get there.
But we're not. Let's do what the plumber did and jump down the sewer. Okay, how come if the plumber needs money, why didn't he slide down this pipe like I did? Why didn't he break the crates in the room he was at? I mean, he could have easily gotten plenty of bolts, I think. Unfortunately, we do not. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention, if you hold R2 while in first person mode, you have your little cursor. Let's see. The pyro...
I got
No,
some great bargains for you today.
we're a few bolts short. Wait a second. Okay, I'm still good. Side check. Okay. We're going all the way to that area right there, but we can't get there normally, so we're gonna take the long way. Alright. One thing that's the most memorable about Ratchet and Clank 1 for me is the music. I've, like, never forgotten a soundtrack from this game, whereas I could forget soundtracks from Ratchet and Clank 2 and 3, but they still have their memorable songs, but honestly, out of all of them, Ratchet and Clank's music stood out for me the most, and definitely was the soundtrack I remembered the most. Its soundtrack is upbeat, catchy, and just about every song fits the atmosphere of each planet, which is very good. I may eventually get down to reviewing this game. I might use all the footage, footage from this whole LP, and review the game and give you all my overall opinion on it. I might do that. I might review every time that I beat a game. I might review it like I do in LP. I could review the game I LP. I'm not gonna review Crash Insanity. I'm not gonna review Super Mario Galaxy because that was with the terrible quality I had. This is with updated graphic quality on my freaking capture card and with my new microphone sets to make the voice quality better instead of my crappy quality from recording and my crappy microphone quality. And I want to say Ratchet can grab the ledge. It's assuming I can get there. No, I don't think I can. Nope, I gotta go up here now. Swim! Huh! Yeah! Alright. I've talked a lot about this game, right? Have I? Well, I feel like I've talked about a lot of it, but I don't think I've talked enough, besides my overall opinion over it. I guess I should probably talk about how I got into this series. Amazingly, I passed on Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2 originally. I didn't truly get addicted to Ratchet and Clank until I played Up Your Arsenal. Ratchet and Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal. And it blew my mind. I saw it at a friend's house before, and I tried it, and I was like, holy crap, this game is pretty addicting. So, what happens? I got Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, and Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, seeing as the 3 were already released. Shortly after that time, I heard about Deadlocked, and I thought, whoa, this looks awesome too. It's another Ratchet game. But sadly, I was mistaken, as that game sucks on so many levels. And now I should probably discuss this real quickly. See how Ratchet's ears are down? He's sad. He's like all depressed and crap. See that stuff at the top? That is your nanotech, which is your health. I probably should explain this in the first episode, but I didn't. Ratchet has 4 to begin with. He can extend it upon 8 later on a planet that will give us the upgrades. You see, for each hit, Ratchet will slowly lose his nanotech. When Ratchet hits 1, looks like he's literally about to die. But as you can see, like what I just showed off with getting more nanotech, Ratchet's ears are back up and he's all perked up and good to go again. That was always a neat little feature, I thought. That was pretty cool, Ratchet Clank. So back to me getting into the series as a whole. Ratchet and Clank, surprisingly, after playing the original trilogy and deadlocked a little bit, I was hooked on the game. Unfortunately, I didn't have a PSP at the time, so I didn't get Ratchet and Clank Size Matters just yet. I waited until it was later ported on the PS2 and got to play it along with Secret Agent Clank on there. Later I got a PSP and I got both of them. I rented the Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, but I managed to buy a copy of Secret Agent Clank on the PS2. I have them both on the PSP, but I've actually lost my copy of Size Matters, which I had just like 2 weeks ago. I have no clue where it is. It's the only PSP game I'm missing right now. I don't know why. I'll find it eventually, hopefully, but
from the inside,
as for the PlayStation 3 titles, they're just so awesome. Tools of Destruction, so freaking amazing. Quest for Booty, pretty addicting too, although too short. Cracking Time, an epic Christmas present in 2009.
Come to Al's RoboShack in Metropolis
And
for
All for One,
robotic
an
repair.
addicting multiplayer
Al's
game for
RoboShack.
me and my friends.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Finally, a co-op 4-player PlayStation 3 game that I can enjoy.
No, it means Captain Quark is on
I
Metropolis.
mean, Little Big
We could
Planets
tell him about
2
this
is still
invasion.
fun,
If
but
we had a ship.
What?
Yeah.
A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow
in
our
this entire
courier
game,
ship.
not counting Ratchet's
count
first
on
ship
us,
because we never really got, the chance to.
It
It never got the chance to see the light of day. We get 3 ships in this entire game. We get the one that we just got. We're gonna get one after a certain amount of time in the game that I don't want to spoil. Then we get one close to the end of the game, and the one close to the end of the game is my favorite. I should probably start moving. We're gonna break a few of these boxes and get more stuff. If I remember correctly, I don't return to this planet very casually. If I remember correctly, his ship, like that ship right there that we passed, it's going to stay there for the rest of the game. I think it does, at least. I really don't know. I really don't care much for it, but I just thought I'd point it out. I'm gonna make sure I collect every last bolt. I'm gonna need these. Bolts are very hard to come by in the original Ratchet and Clank games, but they are incredibly easy to come by in Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, which I like the idea of, but it's a bit weird, and I swear I just saw something. I'm gonna go to first person. Okay, I thought I saw a room. I was like, wait, I don't remember that. Okay. So now what? What are we gonna do, you might ask? Well, now that we have a ship, we're good, but we are going to go to a planet. A planet of epic proportions. But we're gonna wait until the next part, aren't we? Well, we're gonna at least get into our ship. Show off this nice little animation that I'm only gonna show once. Once for every ship. So yeah, although we need to go here, we're gonna go here first to Metropolis, Kerwan. So I'll see you guys in the next part when I go to Metropolis.